Hi there, and welcome back to the Goonies Bites. Today, I'm making something elegant, classic, and surprisingly simple: beef tartare. It's one of those dishes that looks fancy, but once you understand the basics, it's actually quite easy to make at home. I'll show you how I prepare mine with a cheeky little family secret. Let's start with the star of the dish, the beef. For this recipe, I'm using beef tenderloin. It's incredibly tender and lean, which makes it perfect for tartare. The key is to pick a fresh, high-quality cut with fine marbling and no sinew. Make sure it's not ground, but rather chopped or sliced into tiny pieces. This enhances the beef flavor rather than muddle it. We will prepare all the ingredients first before we start to make our tartare. Take one medium shallot and dice it into tiny pieces. Shallots are sweet and gentle, even when raw, adding balance to tartare. Next, dice about 6 or 7 capers. After comes a small pickle or two, and lastly, 1 anchovy for a bit of umami. Try to keep the dice consistent for a better texture. This is how beef tartare is usually presented at the table in restaurants, with the egg yolk on top. It's up to you to mix it all in as you like. We'll do it our own way, so let's build ours. Add your chopped beef to a bowl and spread it out evenly with spatula. Then add the diced shallots, capers, and anchovy. Mix everything together using a gentle cutting motion so it all blends evenly. Now you can add in raw egg yolk at this stage. But if you'd rather not use raw eggs, don't have access to freshest eggs, or if the idea of your raw yolk makes you uncomfortable, mayonnaise is an excellent alternative. It's not traditional, but it adds creaminess and depth. For each yolk, just use 1 teaspoon of mayo. Next, add 1/4 teaspoon of mustard, about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon each of sweet and smoked paprika, a pinch or 2 of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and a few drops of Tabasco for a little kick. Mix everything well. Then add a pinch of salt and your diced pickles. Stir until everything's evenly combined. Now have a little taste. If it feels like something's missing, it's most likely salt. Keep adding small pinches of spices until it's to your liking. Traditionally, beef tartare is eaten right away. The meat is at its freshest that way. But in my family, we always make it a day in advance. We cover it tightly and let it rest overnight in the fridge. When it's ready, I like to shape the tartare into small rounds or balls for a clean presentation. It looks elegant and inviting, especially when served with toasted bread and a little butter on the side. The toasty bread, creamy butter, and cool seasoned beef reminds me of big family feasts. And that's my family version of beef tartare. Simple, full of flavor, and a little unconventional. If you try this recipe, I'd love to hear how it turned out, or how you like to season your tartare. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other recipes here on the Goonies Bites. Until next time, bye bye!